turn now to the GOAT of alpine skiing, Mikaela Shiffrin, the 29-year-old, just 29 years old. The 29-year-old American made history on the slopes this weekend, winning her 100th World Cup race. She's the first alpine skier to ever reach that milestone. Mikaela joins us now. Good morning, Mikaela.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
We're so happy to see you. Thank you so much for joining us. So, when you saw that you won and you reached this incredible milestone, what did that mean to you? I mean, when you have so many golds, I'm sure you lose track, but did you know this was going to be the 100th?
I knew that if I won again after this season, after the injury that I had, the weird stab wound that I had in Killington back in November, it's been kind of it's been a couple months of a rough road to recovery and to fight to get back on skis. And of course, in Killington, everybody was talking about the 100th. Of course, I knew that if I won again, it would be my 100th victory. But truthfully, I did not. After the injury, I did not think it was going to happen this season. It's been a pretty challenging road just to get back to racing. So it felt like it would be, too greedy and too high of an expectation to even believe it might happen this season. So it's been a wild few days after that race.
Well, I can imagine, Mikaela. Congratulations on this 100th World Cup championship. I do want to your recovery is so remarkable, and I know these are tough topics to get into. So if you want to move on, feel free to. But I am curious. There's the physical recovery, right, from your injuries. You had a punctured lung, I think. And then there's also the psychological recovery. I mean, you're going downhill at great speed, and you've got to get yourself mentally comfortable with that again. How did you go about approaching it?
Yeah, so I punctured my oblique, actually, and I'm only correcting you just because it's just because it doesn't,
Please, thank you.
It's. Yeah, I kind of stabbed into my oblique, internal, external, and internal, and I was about a millimeter away from puncturing my colon, which would have been a very, very different kind of injury. And I was, I guess, in a way, in an unlucky situation. I was actually probably very lucky, but still, stab wounds, puncture wounds are not really common in ski racing. So it has been very physically strenuous to get back to racing this season. In many cases, this would have been probably a season-ending injury, but we sort of had a very small window of where it meant, basically 8 hours a day of rehab and training as soon as I could do that after there was a little bit of a delay. There was a kind of infection risk. There was a surgery. And then once I was able to start activating my oblique again, it was really, upwards of 8 hours a day of rehab and PT and training and everything just to get physically in shape to get back on skis and to be able to sustain the force of ski racing. But since returning to Europe the past month and getting back to racing, it has been quite a growth, quite a learning process of the mental side. It's actually the first time that I've really experienced PTSD from the trauma of an injury and a crash in this way. It's actually very similar to after my dad passed away. Some of the symptoms. So that's been a really. It's a lot of growth. I'm learning a lot about my own mental state. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're learning a lot, and you're inspiring a lot of other people to learn a lot. You posted a picture to social media not long ago of yourself as you were just learning to ski. And if we can put it up on the screen, it's just amazing to see that little picture of you then. And now you've got 100 World Cup titles after that. Overcome so much, achieved so much.
You always make us so proud, Mikaela.
Yeah, thank you so much, and congratulations again.
Thank you so much.